Sup nerds! Welcome back to my channel, guys. I'm actually so pumped about today's video. As you guys saw by the title, we'll be doing a little bit of a fall, not fall, because obviously I'm in a tank top. It's just like a fantasy romance reading diaries. I was gonna call it fall, but I'm like, technically it's not fall yet. And then I'm like, I will definitely be doing more fantasy reading vlogs, obviously because of the not fall. So I'm just getting in the zone. I'm just in the mood for lots of fantasies. So I don't know exactly which ones I'm gonna read in this video, but I'm gonna be 100%. I honestly thought I was in a reading slump for a little bit because I just didn't want to read anything. But I've been slowly picking up books and I'm like, oh wait, this is exciting, this is exciting. So I'm going to talk to you about a couple books that I'm currently reading. One I'm halfway through, the other one I'm almost done with actually, but I just want to tell you about them if you're looking for some recommendations or anything like that. And then we'll pick the next book together probably. I have some ideas for sure, but it's kind of, we're just kind of in like limbo right now because I've already decided that whatever I haven't read on my TBR probably won't get read, and that's okay. And then we're heading into September as I'm filming this, so it's just like a weird kind of moment, but I don't know, I'm very excited. First, if you guys like fantasies, if you guys like fantasy romance, if you guys like reading vlogs, if you guys like all the nerdy things, then definitely give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. Without further ado, let's just get started. So the two books I wanted to update you on is first, Life and Death by Stephanie Meyer. So this is a reread. This is a double reread. So I've already reread it. So this will be my third time reading this book, and I love it just as much the third time. This is like, I don't know, I haven't read anything like this, which is, it's just so bizarre to my brain that this book is so incredible and no one talks about it that much, number one, and no one like recreates this feeling in me, and it's so bizarre. So obviously you guys know Twilight. This is Twilight reimagined though. So the vampire is a girl, so Edward is a girl, Edith now, and then Bella is a boy, so Beau. And these characters switch, and I just love this dynamic. It's obviously one book, so it's like a lot. There's obviously gonna have a different ending, which is nice, and it's so quick paced. I love Stephanie Meyer's writing. I'm almost done though, so we just got to the hunt. So we got to the baseball scene where they're on the baseball field, and then they're about to meet. Her name's not James. It's the name is Victor and Joss and Lauren. Because most of the characters switch, so it'll be like the girl is chasing Beau instead of James chasing Bella, you know what I mean? So it switches like that. So it's so cool, it's so much fun, and if you have not read this and you love Twilight, this is so good, and it's very quick. I just will talk about that forever and ever, reread it forever. And then I also started Five Broken Blades by Maya Corland. So this one I was gonna save. So it was on my TBR for August. I didn't think I was gonna read it because I was waiting forever for it on the Libby app, but then I just decided to buy it as on Audible because it wasn't too expensive. I think I actually used a credit, so it wasn't too expensive, which is fine. But I knew I was gonna listen to this because this is actually like 5 different point of views. I think maybe more than that. So they all have like different chapters, but I knew an audiobook would be nice because I was gonna assume that their voices would change, and they do change, which is really nice, so that you're not like all over the place. And so I'm actually really enjoying this. I did not think I would like it as much as I do. I'm just very entertained, like genuinely super entertained. I just want to know what's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna be like my #1 favorite book of all time, but I think just in general, bottom line, I'm entertained, and that's incredible. I'm excited. I'm like, wait, what's gonna happen? And yeah, I didn't know. I thought this was YA. It's not technically YA, so I don't know what's gonna happen because there are some like cute little romances, and I'm like, but yeah, so I'm not quite halfway yet. I'm almost halfway. I'm almost halfway on the audiobook, but yes, I will keep you guys updated on both of these, honestly, and then I'll let you know what other books I pick up. I'm literally trying to film, like, I'm trying to jump into fall and get it now the fall fantasy feels, and it's literally 83 degrees right now. 83 degrees outside. Are we joking? Really quick, I just wanted to tell you that I'm probably like I don't know, 70% of the way, like almost done, maybe even 80. I'm on chapter 64, page 375. And I wanted to tell you because, first of all, I'm loving this. I just have this feeling that chaos is gonna erupt, and I'm just nervous because I'm like, I feel like someone obviously is a little bit of a, like, is gonna be a traitor, and I just am so scared who. I don't know what's gonna happen because, I don't know, I'm loving all the couples. I'm loving all the romance, I should say, because they're just so cute, and I love this kind of, the way she did this, because it's kind of like, you know how if you read like a series of interconnected standalones, they'll do like each a different trope for each thing, but this one I love because all the tropes are like in here in each different couple, and you love it. There's like bodyguard romance, and then there's enemies to lovers, and then there's like what is the word, second chance romance. So I'm like, there's just so much, and I love it. And then there's like fighting, which I love. I'm a sucker for, like, I don't know, it's giving like Avengers, like Shang-Chi almost. That's what it's giving. Love that for all of us. And then I love that there's like this mystery aspect, which is, again, it's not again, but just so you know, it's not scary or anything like that, but there is this mystery aspect where it's like who's gonna betray who, and like what's going on, and like what is happening, and it's like more like Clue kind of vibes, but I love it. And so I don't know, in general I am obsessed. I'm literally so happy that I read this. I saw the reviews on Goodreads, and I was kind of just like so about it, and I feel like everyone else was so about it, but I'm obsessed. So I'm hoping the ending stays where it's at, like gets better, because, well, even if it stays where it's at, it'll be perfect. So I'm like, please do not get worse. If this ending sucks, I'm gonna be pissed. But I'm so excited. So I was only, sorry for the horrible lighting, I was only supposed to work out for like 45 minutes, but I just kept going so I could finish this while I was standing here. You guys, I'm gonna go take a shower and stuff, wash my hair. Today's hair wash day, but then I'll give you like my final put together thoughts. 5 stars though, there's no doubt about it. I'm sorry, why is not everyone not talking about this book so much? Honestly, this is like close to like Heartless Hunter level of like incredibleness. I'm like, and I think that, like, you obviously know, so it's not really a spoil, you know someone is betraying somebody, you know somebody has secrets, if not multiple people, but the thing is that you don't know what they are. You can't like guess, like, oh, I think this person has this, like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't guess those things unless you literally, no, I really doubt it, because my brain, I've read a lot of fantasy and my brain did not go there any at all. So it was just incredible. There was one moment, it was a mic drop, you're like, wait. There's one moment where you're like, wait, did that just happen? And then it like gets set in stone later, and you're like, no. Mic drop, the house down. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I like though that this obviously, the ending obviously ends on like some sort of cliffhanger where you're like, you want to get your hands on the next book, which is not coming out until January, but that's fine. Apparently this is a trilogy, which I'm also very happy about because it's not going to be too long or too short. What was I saying? Oh, it ends on like, obviously, like you want to read the next book, but you're not totally like, oh my gosh, like, you're not mad because of how, you know, stupid the cliffhanger is. You know what I mean? Like, you're not annoyed, which I'm happy about. So I'm excited for the next one. Super excited. But let me go take a shower. All right. So honestly, I ended up saying a lot earlier, but I just 5 freaking stars. I realized I never really described what books are, but this I'll just give you the vague description because honestly, going into books blind is the best way to do it. But basically, this person decides to put together a team to complete a task, and all the members have like some sort of like thing going for them that they're really good at, and so they all work together to do this thing. But you can obviously see it says let the best liar win. They're all in it for different reasons. They all have different intentions. They all have different goals, and so it's just really cool to see it all play out. But I agree, I can't even change my, like, I was like, maybe I was like, how does a 4.5 star feel? I was like, no, it's not enough. This book was so good. 5 stars, and I'm sticking with it. I loved it so much, and I'm thinking about doing one of those videos where it's like, if you like this, then you'll like this. If you like this, then you'll like this, because I feel like this is like, I'll just tell you, like kind of like Six of Crows style. I honestly, I don't know. I haven't read Crooked Kingdom, but I almost like this one better. I don't know. So anyway, I'll keep you guys updated. Morning, guys. So I'm about to just start getting ready for my day, even though I normally wear a black shirt anyway. I'm probably gonna change it to a black shirt, it's fine. So last night I ended up like staying up. I only stay up to like 12:30, but like I usually go to bed at 10. I usually get in bed at 10. I usually fall asleep at like 11, so it really wasn't that serious. But I finished Life and Death by Stephanie Gerber. I literally, and then I was looking at like reviews on this, and I'm like, why are people not obsessed? I think people, what they expected was something that wasn't Twilight, and I'm like, literally, I'm sorry, this is one of those books that I will take no criticism on. I'm like, sorry, that's just dumb because it's Twilight reimagined. So you should expect Twilight from it, and it's literally Twilight reimagined. So I mean, like, honestly, we all should have known. You should have known. Genuinely should have known. So anyway, though, I love this book so much. I think it is so good. And again, I just love Stephanie Meyer's writing. The ending just gets so insane, and I love it. I love it. And then like the cute, they say so many, like, part of me was like, I should like tab this because there's so many cute lines in here that I'm like, nobody uses anymore. And I'm like, you guys. I don't know, I loved it so much. So if you have not read this and you've read the Twilights and you kind of want to just like get more of Twilight, then I would definitely go ahead and try this one. I loved it so much. So yes, there's not much to say because obviously we know and love Twilight. It's the exact same timeline. Still comes to Forks or whatever, still meets in the same class. Like, everything happens the exact same. It's just the ending that's a little different because there's only one book. And so it's so good. It's like, it is honestly, everyone who's like if you ever want to wonder like what if Edward just let Bella change, that would be this ending. So love that for all of us. Also did start Quicksilver, which I know you guys saw. I'm very interested in this. I tried to brave it out and just read the paperback, but I did get on my Kindle as well. I just have to turn to the right chapter. I think I'm still in chapter 1. No, I'm on chapter 2. These chapters are a little bit, they're not necessarily long, but they're not quite short either. Like, the book is heavy, the pages are really long. Okay, I'm almost to chapter 3. I didn't finish the chapter. But like I was holding it like this, and like this wrist was hurting so bad. Oh my gosh. Also, thank you to whoever commented about the dots, because I used the glue dots, and this is so much cuter. But anyway, I'm like, the beginning is like, it's obviously like setting the tone, but I'm like, okay, let's get to like what's gonna happen, because I honestly don't know anything about this book. I believe it's Fae, because I what did I go to look at? I don't know. I believe it's Fae. But I'm excited to continue to read this and to see what the juicy tea is. So yes, I will keep you guys updated. I'm sorry, I have to say something because sorry, I'm sweaty, it's hot. I just went for a walk outside, if you guys didn't see, but it's really hot today, like almost 85. Freaking loving this, eating it up. I love Leah Stone. Honestly, she's about to like just skyrocket up to one of my favorite authors. Her writing is just so addictive. I love it so much. So I am listening to it as an audiobook, but I was just trying to get up to the chapter I was on in the book, and I saw this. What? What? That is so... First of all, I did not picture him at all like that, first of all. And this guy is... Oh, I'm so sorry. I should not say that. He's not my type. I'll say it like that, like Love Island. And then this girl looks like she's 35, and the girl on the thing is 18. Like, I could have done without that hard picture. So, anyway, I just need to show you that was... unnecessary. But I'm on page 60. I finished the audiobook and they were calling her Leah Stone. So I wonder if I'm just calling her the wrong name always, or have been. It might be Leah Stone. It could be, very much. Anyway, I just finished this book and I enjoyed it. I have to say the ending, it's like, it was like up here, the ending kind of like straightened out. So it wasn't necessarily like downhill, but it wasn't necessarily like, ooh. I had thought that this series, it was 4 books. I had thought that the series was following the same like people, and so I thought that like it was gonna keep expanding. I actually thought there was 3 books. That's a lie. I thought there was 3 books, but I thought it was these people, this duo. But that's not true. So it's actually each different king of like the realms. So they're all like, this is the Dragon King, so he went to go call like the Elf King, and then I think there's like a Fae King and a Dragon King. Sorry, this is Dragon, and a Wolf King. So they all have their own like books in this series, so I think at the end she kind of had to just speed stuff up probably. And I do love her books for that they're quick paced. You know, I love the short fantasy kind of aspect, but I do wish that the ending was a little bit longer, a little bit more evolved. I thought the rest of it though was so good. It was a perfect pace. Everything was quick. There was action and there was like, oh my gosh, craziness. But then I do have to say the ending kind of was like it seemed like it was like she was rushing almost. And so I'm going with 4 stars, which again is not a bad rating. I recommend it. I think it's fun, and I will be reading the second one or the next few, so the ratings go up on Goodreads, so I'm hoping that the next ones are you know, go uphill. And I was thinking about going to get it right now because I really want to have it so I don't forget. But I enjoyed that. That was nice. That was really fun. I ended up just listening to it because it was only like, it was like 4 hours, the audiobook, but depending on what speed you read it at, I feel like the voices were talking fast, so I listened to it at like 1.7 speed, but like normally I'm at 2 speed. And then when I was listening to when I was listening to 5 Broken Blades, I ended up upping it to like 3 at the end so I could like hurry up. But anyway, I enjoyed this, and it's all the point of what I was saying. I don't know how far I am. Let's check how far I am in Quicksilver. 14%, not very far. Chapter 7, I'm actually really excited though. I'm excited to just like relax and like, you know, bang out to the rest, a lot of this. So hopefully we can get halfway tonight. I don't know. Ooh, maybe that's like wishful thinking, but we'll see, I suppose. It's like books like this, I never know if I want to listen to them as audiobooks because I love to read these kind of books, but sometimes audiobooks are just convenient. That's why I had both, because I go on like 45 minutes walks every day, and so I'm like, it's 45 minutes of a book I could be listening to, but it's okay for now. I'll keep you guys updated on Quicksilver, and then I'll also keep you updated if I happen to start another book. I don't know. Screaming, dying on the floor. So I just choked a little bit. Freaking Kingfisher. It's a hideous name, but he's just so freaking, like, I would say hot. He's literally so hot, and everything he says, I'm just eating it up. Yeah. I can't even repeat the things he said though, but I'm like, it's so good. It's so good. This was a little bit ago, but I don't know why I loved it so much, but it just made me laugh. But also just like, I don't know, I was like, he was carrying her, he just threw her on the bed. It wasn't anything, but he just like threw her there, and he was like, bad human. And it just made me laugh, and I was like, what? I love this. Why do I love this so much? Oh gosh, I'm eating it up. Eating it up. He did not just say that. Oh my gosh. It's one of the most highlighted quotes on Kindle, and I can definitely see why. Yeah, he did not just say that. Let me find the page in the book, because I know y'all want to highlight it. Page 177 and 178. It's like it goes over the pages. How annoying, but so good. So good. just about halfway in Quicksilver, and y'all, I'm loving it. I'm eating it up. I just don't want to stop reading. I just keep going and going and going any chance that I get. I am loving it. I think it's so good. I do have to say, like, personal preference, like, this is no nothing against the book per se. I'm just personally I'm a little over the same kind of enemies to lovers. I don't like, it's not even that it's enemies to lovers, it's just the blatant denying. Like, he's like, I know, like, you like me, and she's just like, no, and you're like, shut up. Like, we all know, like, that to me is getting old. Like, we could get a little bit more creative, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure there are other ways, other things we could do to kind of like get, I don't know, get more creative besides the same old. The thing that I like about this though is that the storyline in general is just so different from anything I've ever read, that I love that, because basically this girl lived in a poor, like, town, a poor place, whatever. She was the poorest in her place, but then she ends up getting in trouble, so whatever, something happens, she ends up in a different place. And in this different place, we meet well, I almost called him Wolf King. What the? we meet Colin Fisher, and again, essentially it's just like enemies to lovers, which I'm eating up. It is really, really good. So basically though, it's just like a different flow of your traditional enemies to lovers. It's not like just like enemy people, like, it's not like that, so I like that. We get a lot of different mythological, that's the word, creatures, which I really like. It's fun, it's interesting, keeps it like keeps it interesting. And yeah, so far loving it. No complaints, I don't think at all. I do have to say, like, the nickname he calls her is actually cute. I just feel like it's like, I think it feels like the author just really wants to get creative. So right now there's no real, like, there's a meaning to it, but like it's not, it means nothing to me. Like, I feel like no sort of like relation to it, like no, like, oh, that's super cute, or like you don't love it. I like when he calls her human, that makes me laugh. But unless like later on we get an explanation, right now it's kind of just like, oh. I know. It's like, okay. I'm literally sitting here just doing my work and I can't stop thinking about Quicksilver. I can't. I'm like, there's this like scene that just like, it was so good, and all it was is he's asking, she wants to go to battle with him, and he's like, she's like, don't make me stay here. And he's like, you will stay by my side. And she's like, yes, I promise, absolutely. And I'm like, I don't know why, I just fangirl. And then I just think, like, I just can't stop thinking about this, how well this book is written. And I was thinking about this, just like the difference between, you know, like just books that are just not hitting, and they have a lot of the same components, but they're just not, like, something's missing. And I think it's like this, like, I don't know, this development, but even just like some of these one-liners or like these conversations are so good. He says, he kind of says, oh, it was so cute. He just basically tells her that she is a thief, and she's like, oh, what did I steal? And then he doesn't answer her, and you're like, and that's, so I wasn't like annotating, I wasn't highlighting any of the cute stuff in the beginning, but then I started to do it on my Kindle, so that I think I'm gonna go back and highlight it in the book. But I know I missed stuff in the beginning that I could have highlighted too, so I don't know, like, I might have to reread it again. It's just like hitting all the feels, and it's so good, so good, so well written. I love the characters so much. So I think I probably have like 80 pages left, close to 100, but I'm like trying to finish my work real quick so that I can go read. Guys, I just finished Quicksilver. I'm like going like a mile a minute. I don't know, this has to be as like iconic, as world changing no, just as like on the same level as Fourth Wing for me. Like it's was something that you just don't expect. And I don't know, I freaking loved it. I think it gave all the right feels, everything. I was gonna say 5 out of 5. 5 stars, 5 bajillion stars, you guys. This book is incredible. I need to go back and like tab it, but I think I might. So here's the thing. Am I gonna reread this next month? I don't know, but I was looking, so I was reading the ending on Kindle. So it says, it's Get Inside Kingfisher's Head. Sorry, Get Inside Fisher's Head. Whatever, but then it says book 2 in the Fae and Alchemy series will be released in October 2024. A pre-order will be coming for the next installment very soon. In the meantime, I am preparing something very special for you. So you can sign up for the newsletter and then you'll get fun stuff, which I had went to the website and she said like sign up for the newsletter and you'll get like chapters in Fisher's perspective and different things like that. And so I signed up for the newsletter. But I'm literally, if this comes out in October, I will be the happiest gal on the planet. Although I couldn't even read this. I would have to read them like both in October if it actually is coming out in October. I don't know, but I'm very excited about it, and I really hope that it is coming out in October because that would make me very happy. I saw why people are saying that there's an alternate cover. So I was again looking on her website, and it's a Discreet Diamonds 3D cover, but it's sold out right now. So I don't know. Hopefully now that I have the newsletter, it'll like notify me when it comes back in stock, because you best believe I want that one. But it's honestly not the cutest cover though in general. It's cute, but it's not like dramatic enough. I wish it was just this, like even if he was backwards or something, or like no face, I don't know, something like that. Anyway though, there's not much I can tell you because obviously I don't want to spoil, but I will, for those of you who like don't like reading first books in a series because you like to land the plane, just know like the ending lands the plane a little bit. So there obviously are different, there's going to be another book, so there obviously are things that need to be solved, and there is a little bit of a cliffhanger at the end, but it's nothing like that you'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be thinking about this book for weeks and weeks. Like I definitely think that like I hate that, so I definitely think that if you're one of those people who don't like that, you would still like this because it's not too overly like drop the mic like in the middle of the story, everything, you nothing else gets finished. Like it's not like that. It gets concluded in a way. So I really like that. I don't know. I already know what I'm gonna read next. Hold on. So it's actually torn between 2 books. This is Ever King, but this is the Ever King by LJ Andrews, and I had heard someone had mentioned it briefly, but I have to do more research on it, but I don't feel like doing that right now, so I think we're gonna not read this one. I had heard you may have to read it, like you should read a series before this. Like there's a series that comes before this, and so I know like same like Caraval, or like there's another one I was thinking of, or like Six of Crows. Like they say read like you're supposed to read Caraval before Once Upon a Broken Heart. You're supposed to read oh my gosh, the Shadow and Bone trilogy before Six of Crows. Like they say that when it's like you should, if you're gonna read them all, might as well read them in order, but it's really not that serious. Like it's really not the end of the world. So I don't know if it's one of those moments, because the series before this is 9 books long. So I don't know, but I want to do a little bit more research before I jump into that. So that's okay. Kind of decided for me that we'll read Nectar of the Wicked. Ooh, it's a duet, which is nice, by Ella Fields. And so I'm excited. I'm thinking about I'm gonna start this one I think tonight, or honestly in a few. Honestly, I probably should go make food though. I finished my work for the day, if you can tell. And I don't know, I'm excited, I'm interested. Another like wonky cover that may or may not be my favorite. I don't know, I guess we'll see. I know nothing about those snow. Though, there's no escaping the Middle Lands, the gloomy buffer between the human kingdoms and the Fae realms. Oh my gosh, yes, I remember reading like a little bit about this. I don't know, I'm interested, so we'll see. More Fae, Love me some Faye. I'll take it. All right. Yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. Hello guys. Really quick, I'm filming another video on my makeup channel, but I'm just trying to finish up my makeup really quick. I just got halfway of Nectar of the Wicked. Y'all, this one put me through a roller coaster. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because literally, for like the beginning, I was obsessed. I was like, eating it up, like genuinely eating it up. Then we kept going, whatever. It wasn't quite halfway. It was like it was like halfway to the halfway. We got to a point where I was just like, I don't love, when I'm reading books, I don't love feeling like I don't know what to expect. And not in the sense of like I don't like mysteries, because I don't mind like sometimes a mystery, but I don't like not knowing how to feel. Like, am I supposed to like this or do I hate this? I don't know. So there was a part where I was like, oh, this is giving sus. It's like kind of, honestly, it felt like I was reading It Ends With Us over again, where you're led into this sense of security and then it's snatched from you. And so I was having a little bit of PTSD. I was like, I don't want that to happen, please. And so I won't tell you what happens, but like just know you get your answer quickly one way or the other. And so it was kind of like good to like fall into a place of how to feel, and so you knew like kind of what emotions to feel. And so then that was so much better. And so I went from a moment where I was like, and then I was like, and so now we're back up and I'm really enjoying it. And we just got halfway. And so I honestly love, this is something Sarah J Maas does this really well. Right when you're feeling a certain type of way, whether it's boredom or like you're like, oh, I don't like this direction, they switch it and you're like, oh my gosh, how did you know? How did you know I needed that? And so that's exactly how I felt with this book. I felt like right when I was like put off, she switched it up and I said, thanks girl. She knew exactly what she's doing. I feel like that is a true writer, you know, like a true good writer, right when they like read the room almost before, obviously, because they have no idea when they're writing stuff, they have no idea what actually people are thinking, but she knew what was up. She did. And I said, oh, thanks girl, I appreciate you. And so I'm enjoying this. Basically, if you don't know, because I honestly have no idea what the heck this book was about, this girl, she lives in kind of like, so it's called this like middle land. So it's like there's like the human lands and there's like the fae lands, and then there's like this middle ground, and a lot of people get like banished there, or like some people go willingly, but like for the most part it's not a good thing, it's a bad thing. And she was sent though when she was a baby. So basically she wants to find her parents. Well, a little a male the main character, the male main character comes along and basically like makes a deal with her. I'll say it like that. He makes a deal with her. And so then you gotta just kind of figure all that stuff out, like what is his true intentions, and then like does she have whatever. So you're kind of going through this journey here, and I love a good quick paced book, so that's why I'm like kind of eating this up, because it's very quick, very short. It's a short book. It's like 300 something pages. Like it's under 400 pages. It's not a long book. So I love that. And it's a duo. So right after I finish this, I can get the next one and continue. So I'm just loving it so far. So if you have not read it, honestly, this is so weird, but it's kind of similar to Quicksilver, because it's not similar to Quicksilver, but like there are some like random things like butterflies are in both of these books, and wolves. I'm like, this is weird, but anyway, okay. I will keep you guys updated though. Finished it, and when I tell you I am so obsessed, I am obsessed. I gave it 5 stars, and honestly the ending is so like, you're like, that literally, because the next book was out, I instantly started reading the next book. So I read like 3 chapters in the next book because I needed to know what was gonna happen. So if you have not read this book, I 10 out of 10 recommend. It was honestly genuinely just so good. It's definitely an emotional roller coaster, but I kind of love that. And I mean, the ending is horrible, but it was like, oh my gosh, it was insane. It was so good. Read this book if you have not. It's very open door though, very spicy. If you don't like that, then obviously stay away from that. But if you don't mind or whatever, it's so good. All right, we're gonna end this video here. Let me go grab the other books real quick. First, we read 5 Broken Blades by Mai Corland. I gave this 5 stars. Obsessed with this book. I thought it was so good, and I cannot wait for the next one. Then we read Life and Death by Stephanie Meyer. This is a double reread, so I reread it once, now I reread it again. So of course I gotta give it 5 stars. It's just so good. If you have not read this, 10 out of 10 recommend. Then we read The Last Dragon King by Leah Stone. I enjoyed this book. Again, there's even some like scenes pop in my head and I'll be like, yo, that was so good. But I had to settle on a 4 star. I just feel like the ending went downhill. And I will always say this, like, the ending will make or break a book. It could be an incredible book, but if the ending's bad, it's kind of like. Then I read Quicksilver by Kelly Hart. Love this, ate this up, another 5 star. This video was like literally a success, y'all. But this was so incredible, and I honestly, like, part of me like wants to reread it and like annotate it and like get in, because they were such good lines, such good moments. The fantasy romance, like the romance was incredible, but the fantasy was just so good as well. Like, you dive into this world and you don't feel like you're confused or anything like that. I just feel like it was so good. And obviously, like we just talked about, Nectar of the Wicked by Ella Fields, 5 bajillion stars. So good. Not my favorite cover in the world, but so good. So that is it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what fantasy romances you're reading right now. Any of them you want me to read, please let me know, because I'm a bit obsessed. Preferably on Kindle Unlimited, because this month I'm trying to go on a book buying ban. So if it could be on Kindle Unlimited, that would be great. And yes, I will see you in the next one. Bye, nerds!